saying after all the prayers you've been making, and then you get a bait and switch, and tomorrow she take off her hijab and say, you know, I really miss singing in the choir. I'm going back to the church. It's ridiculous. But you love Allah, and Allah knows that. And Allah knows it so much that he said, this brother's serious. I'm going to give him a pious wife who's going to help him, encourage him, motivate him. That's what he needs. The same thing that Adam needed. And Adam, when he saw when Allah presented Eve to him, he said, "Wow, I wasn't expecting this. You mean this is the help?" He didn't know what to expect. He said, "But wow, I mean, she's fine. I wasn't expecting nothing like this, and she's healthy, right? Yes." So he loved her. He learned to love her. But the love didn't come from him. Love from people is what you call infatuation. It's plastic. It's synthetic. It's limited. It's not real. It has limitations. But when it comes from Allah, then it's real. And you know that it's real because you can't define it. Whatever you feel for Brother Shaheed, you can't really describe it. You might want to call it love, but you don't know. There's a funny feeling you can't describe when you look at him, when you think about him. Same thing with this sister. You can't describe it. And you can't confine it to a physical description because it comes from Allah. Allah says in the Quran, it is He who puts love in the hearts between the man and the woman. Right? So Adam, now as much, and the love, it starts increasing. It'll start increasing as the time goes. You know, you think the honeymoon is just like this weekend. The honeymoon lasts for a long time. You really start learning about each other. You got stuff to learn, you know. And then you're going to wake up one morning and say, wow, I'm really in love. Then you think about that. So, but I don't believe that as much love as Allah puts in the hearts between you two, that it'll be very, very difficult to match the love that Adam had for Eve. And we look at these marriages nowadays. Some of us have been married before divorce. It's a shame. Because we don't think about or remember the love whenever a disagreement comes. But we don't even, one of us get upset and go into the next room. We won't even walk into the next room to see if they're okay. We won't go upstairs or downstairs to see if they're okay. We won't go to the other side of the porch to see if they're okay. You know what? We're supposed to be in love. But when Adam and Eve got separated, Allah separated them. He separated them because when they disobeyed him and ate from that forbidden tree because of the wiggling finger of Shaitan, and Allah said, on earth will be your dwelling place, and he sent them down to the earth. He sent Adam down to the subcontinent in the area which is now called Sri Lanka. He sent Eve, when he sent her down, he sent her down to the area that is now called Saudi Arabia. Now, if you got to remember now, at that time, the oceans weren't separated like they are now. But Adam, when he got down to earth, there was two things that bothered him. The first thing that bothered him, he had disobeyed Allah. Unlike Iblis, who got worse when he disobeyed Allah, Adam felt bad. So he started crying. So he looked around and said, where's Eve? Now he felt doubly bad. Before he had access to her every day. But he missed her. He missed Eve. It wasn't like, I'll just go, to the mall or somewhere and find me another wife. No, he didn't want nobody else. And I don't think it was just because he wasn't ready to give up another rib. He wanted Eve, right? So he started walking. He didn't know where she was. Eve walked for a little while. She's in Saudi Arabia already. But she was confident. She said, I know how much my man loved me. He's gonna find me sooner or later. So she just walked a little while. She walked from Jeddah and walked to Mount Arafat and just sat there and just waited. He gonna find me. I ain't got to go too far. I'm just gonna wait. He gonna find me. Adam started walking and walking. He walked the entire planet Earth. He walked for 200 years, crying nonstop, crying out of his tawbah and his regret of disobeying Allah, crying because Allah has separated him from his beloved wife. I want her. I don't want nobody else. I don't want to blame her. I want to let her know that I'm not blaming her for talking me into eating from that tree. I want to let her know that it's okay. We still got each other. So I'm going to keep walking. So he was walking all over the planet Earth crying for 200 years. SubhanAllah. We don't even want to walk for 5 minutes. Me and my wife had a disagreement one time, and she was in the same room. I didn't even want to walk to the other side of the bed and say, "You okay?" You know, brothers sing songs when they want to get her. You know, I'll swim the deepest river. I'll climb the highest mountain. Won't even walk across a wet floor, let alone go to SubhanAllah. Yeah, but I want you to think about that's strong commitment. We want to talk about commitment. If you committed, see, if you're already committed, brother Shaheed, to sister Sakina. Oh man, even the name is supposed to give you a sign. Sakina, you know, Sakina actually means the peace and contentment that comes from Allah. Isn't that amazing? And you've been struggling for that for how long? You wanted peace and contentment, and you kept breaking you down, oh Allah. And then, well, I didn't want to tell you that the secret weapon is, because every brother who's around me that my wife makes a dua for gets a good wife. Ever since I've known her. She's been batting 1,000. Am I telling the truth? Every brother. And she said, you know, I really like Brother Shaheed. Oh, I'm going to make dua to the Lord, give him a good wife. And next thing I know, you telling me about a sister from another state. I said, mashallah, the saint is doing it again. So you brothers, first thing you got to do is you got to make me like you. If you know that if she finds out that I like you, and she making dua, and your wife comes to something. Anyway, so I want us to understand the commitment. There's a commitment there. Adam was committed. Eve was confident. She's confident and patient. Even in a disagreement, if you have already established that you care, commitment, you're concerned about her feelings, if something happened, she's going to say, he's going to come around sooner or later. I don't have to say nothing. I'll just sit here in the living room. I'm just going to wait. He'll be here. Like she sat in Arafat. She sat there for 200 years making dua and dhikr. And he found her. And when they reunited, then the human family started growing. And then so Allah says in the Quran, in the ayat that we just read, he said, fear Allah. Also in the next part of the ayat, through whom you demand your mutual rights. And that word mutual is really, in the Arabic, the word is really similar. The rights